Wow. It's an extraordinary honor to be here today and have been asked to speak today. I woke up yesterday morning in a world where the President of the United States believed that as a transgender woman, I am a woman. Yeah. Woo! And I went to bed last night in a world where the President of the United States does not believe that. And I woke up this morning in a world where thousands of people have come to the State House to say, among other things, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Every single person on this planet, every single person anywhere, no matter what, no matter anything, has a right to live in dignity and be treated with respect. That right did not change when we got a new president. That right did not change when we got a new governor. That right is part of who we are, and it is just absolutely part of the fact that we are here and we are alive and we are breathing oxygen, and we deserve to be treated with love and respect no matter what. One of the things I wanted to talk about today was creating safe spaces for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, intersex allies. And that's one of the things I most definitely want to talk about. What I really want to say here is that you are doing it right now. Every single one of you has come out today is saying without doubt, without question, that you believe that all people deserve respect, including people with different sexual orientations or gender identities. If you go about 2 miles, let's see, in that direction, I'd say, I don't know, that about 2 miles in that direction, you're going to find a compound of a place where the people who live there say that God doesn't like people like me. And if you walk across the street, you will find the Equality House. And next door to the Equality House is a house that was also purchased by Planting Peace and painted the colors of the transgender flag. And very soon, as we're working on that, we're going to be opening up an LGBT center in that house. It's going to be the first location for a place where anybody can go no matter their sexual orientation, no matter their gender identity, and be safe. It's going to be a place where we can go and we can talk to each other, and we can share with each other, and we can help each other in ways that everybody needs help. And if you're not gay, and if you're not a lesbian, and if you're not bisexual, and if you're not transgender, we want you to come anyway. There's a very real, very true fact about this. If a black child is in harm's way, that's my child. If a Muslim family is not welcome in their town, that's my family. If a person's not allowed to believe what they believe and be who they are and love who they love, that's my problem. And I won't stand silent. We won't stand silent. Rumor has it that there's a new piece of legislation getting ready to come out of this building that's right behind me. And it's a piece of legislation that says that I would need to use the men's bathroom. It's a direct attack on the lives and livelihood of transgender people across the state of Kansas. And it's a distinct direct attack on transgender youth. We know for a fact that if you accept a transgender young person's identity to be what it is, that it decreases the likelihood they'll commit suicide. And that's what we gotta do. We gotta stand up to that. We gotta stand up to any kind of legislation that comes out of this building that makes it harder for anybody to be able to be who they are and do what they do and love who they love. Funny thing about this little piece of legislation, what they're telling people, the way that they're presenting this thing forward, is that they're trying to protect you from me. I'm not so sure about that. But that does make me want to ask the question, who's going to protect us from them? Who knows the answer? We are. We are going to protect ourselves from the people who marginalize and oppress us. We are. One of the ways that you can help create safe spaces for lesbian, gay, bi, trans, and all the other letters of the alphabet for all of us is to learn how to talk about it, to learn about what it means to be gay, what it means to be transgender, what it means to be lesbian, what it means to be bisexual, and then learn how to talk about it. Learn how to tell your state senator and your state representative and your congresspersons exactly what you think about the idea that they're going to tear down somebody's life just because they don't understand. One of the other things that I wanted to talk about in the ways that you can definitely protect LGBT people in Kansas is local power. We have more power in our localities than we have over the statewide elections, definitely than we have over the federal elections, but we have total power over who gets elected to our city councils, our city commissions, and our school boards. One year from now, we're gonna be bringing in new school boards and new city councils and new commissions. It's a great opportunity. Here in the city of Topeka, 7 of our 10 governing board members are up for election. And we need to come together and make sure that the 7 people who get elected to the city council believe in LGBT rights. We need to get out and go to the school board meetings. We need to get out and go to the city council meetings. We need to make our voices heard and lift them up in unison that there is no part of our community. There is no segment of our community that you can discriminate against and expect us to be silent. Knock on their doors, call them up, send them emails, talk to them, tell them that if you do these things, not just LGBT rights, but if you eliminate funding for Planned Parenthood, if you pass laws that make it difficult for people who are Muslim to live in this country, we're not going to stand silent. We are going to speak out. We're not going to go backwards on disability rights. We're not going to go backwards on racism. We're not going to do that. We have to go forward. We have to do it now. Because, as has been mentioned from up here before, if you're LGBT, you fit in several different intersectionalities. So if I'm going to fight for LGBT people to have the same rights that everybody else does, that means I'm fighting against racism, against poverty, against restrictions on reproductive health, against anything that stops any human being on the planet from being able to live as a full and complete human being. I just have a couple of other things I wanted to talk about. And one of those is something else that's going to be coming out of this building here pretty soon. And I'm understanding there has not been a public announcement about this, but the Executive Director of Equality Kansas has given me permission to make it. We have introduced a bill in the Kansas State House that would create protections for lesbian, gay, bi, and transgender Kansans. We can pass that bill. We can pass that bill when we all come together. When we all come together, we can pass that bill. When we call our senators and we call our representatives and we tell them, you will pass this bill or you will not return to the State House after the next election. And then the last thing I want to talk about is love. Because in the end, the answer is love. In the end, the answer is love for every single human being on the planet. I'm not talking about the kind of love that sits in the corner and quietly doesn't say anything and says, okay, well, whatever happens is okay. I'm talking about the kind of love that stands out on a street corner and holds signs and says, here I am, we will not allow this to happen. I'm talking about the kind of love that says, I don't care if you're different from me, you're part of my family, and I'm going to stand up for you. And I'm talking about the kind of love that would cause thousands of people to come out on a day like today and up to the State House and say, we're not going to take it anymore. Thank you.